What's going on, people? It's the Xbot448 bringing you another video straight from Upload Studio. And today I'd like to talk about Halo 5 Guardians. I hope you guys are excited as I am about the new Halo that's coming out next year. Now, when they announced that it's coming out next year, they also released a picture. And one of the biggest buzzes on the internet, especially with Halo fans, is in that picture there are two Spartans. One of them is Master Chief, but who is the other one? Now, I'm going to let you in on who I think this is, and hopefully I'm right. And if I am right, just remember, guys, you heard it here. Now, when you look at the picture of the Spartan, one thing you really notice that's different from the Master Chief, besides just the overall armor, is a glowing blue visor. At first I thought that was Cortana, but 343 Industries and Microsoft kind of like passed that off. It's not Cortana, it's a guy per se. Alright, well, it's a guy. Let me go into the Halo universe, into books and such, and I've come up with a conclusion. And I believe that that new Spartan is none other than the Forerunner artificial intelligence known as Mendicant Bias. It's Mendicant Bias, guys. For people who don't know who Mendicant Bias is, I have a real quick rundown on who he is. He was made by the Forerunners, by the way, but you'll hear that right here. It says, Mendicant Bias was a contender class Forerunner artificial intelligence. He was the most advanced Forerunner AI at the time of his creation and was charged with organizing Forerunner defense against the Flood before he defected to the Gravemind, and in turn the Gravemind ultimately caused him to become rampant and turn against the Forerunners. Now, what the Forerunners did was they were able to capture him, and they shut him down, and they buried him on one of the Halo rings. I believe that's what you saw at E3 last year with the teaser, that thing coming out of the sand. I believe that's Mendicant Bias. Now, if you look in the description of what Mendicant Bias looked like back then, he was a teardrop casing. So he looked like a teardrop casing with 3 glowing blue eyes in the front. And there you go. Glowing blue visor, glowing blue eyes. Now, I know it's not Cortana, but I strongly believe this is Mendicant Bias. Now, I know the Spartan armor actually had an Oni sign on the front of it. I'm not sure if Mendicant Bias takes over Spartan armor, you know, making it basically there's no human inside, it's just the artificial intelligence running it. But I definitely believe there is a strong possibility that this is in fact Mendicant Bias. Now, if you go back to Halo 3, there were terminals. The very last terminal was actually a quote by Mendicant Bias, and I want to read that to you guys right now. And it states, "And so here, at the end of my life, I do once again betray a former master. The path ahead is fraught with peril, but I will do all I can to keep it stable. Keep you safe. I'm not so foolish to think that this will absolve me of my sins. One life hardly balances millions." So he said, keep you safe. And he said, one life. So I think he might be talking about Master Chief. And I think that was kind of a look into where Halo was going in the future. But there you go. That's who I think the new Spartan is. I would like to give a shout out to Halo 5 follower. This guy he's on YouTube. He is completely amazing when it comes to unlocking different mysteries of the Halo universe. He stretches from the books, video games, and beyond. I highly suggest going and watching his videos. They're really good, and they give a lot of insight into what is in the Halo universe. But with that being said, you know, that's my idea of who the Spartan is. As always, you know, if you like the video, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me and comment. I want to know if you think I'm on the right track. I want to know who you think it might be.